Losing a child is an unimaginable tragedy. It is a pain that no parent should ever have to endure. Infant loss, in particular, is a heartbreak that is often misunderstood. It encompasses the loss of a baby during pregnancy, at birth, or in the first year of life. This can be due to miscarriage, stillbirth, or infant death. These losses are more common than many people realize, affecting millions of families worldwide. The silence surrounding infant loss can make the grieving process even more isolating. Parents may feel like they have nowhere to turn for support. They may struggle to understand their own emotions. They may feel like they are going crazy. It is important to remember that you are not alone. This essay aims to provide understanding and support to those who have experienced infant loss. It will explore the unique challenges of this type of grief and offer guidance on navigating the journey toward healing. The path ahead may be long and difficult, but there is hope. With time and support, you can begin to rebuild your life. The death of an infant triggers a profound emotional earthquake within a parent's being. The initial shock can be so intense that it leaves you feeling numb and disoriented. As the reality of the loss sets in, you may experience a wave of overwhelming emotions, including sadness. This is perhaps the most universal and enduring emotion associated with grief. The depth of sadness can feel bottomless, a constant ache in your heart. Guilt is another common feeling. Parents often blame themselves for the loss, even when there was nothing they could have done to prevent it. They may replay every decision and action during pregnancy or the baby's life, searching for answers that may never come. Anger can also be a part of this emotional storm. This anger can be directed at yourself, your partner, medical professionals, or even a higher power. It can be a difficult emotion to process, but it's important to allow yourself to feel it without judgment. Isolation is another aspect of grief. You may feel like no one understands what you're going through. Even if you are surrounded by loved ones, the intensity of your grief can create a sense of separation. These emotions are all normal reactions to loss. There is no right or wrong way to grieve. Allow yourself to feel whatever comes up without judgment or expectation. Grief is a natural response to loss, but it can sometimes develop into something more serious: depression. It's important to be aware of the signs of depression so that you can seek help if needed. If you experience any of the following symptoms for more than 2 weeks, it's essential to reach out to a mental health professional. Persistent sadness and hopelessness. Feeling overwhelmed by sadness for most of the day, nearly every day. Loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed. Things that used to bring you pleasure no longer hold any appeal. Changes in appetite or sleep patterns. You may experience a significant increase or decrease in appetite or sleep, often accompanied by fatigue and low energy. Difficulty concentrating or making decisions. Simple tasks may feel overwhelming, and you may struggle to think clearly. Thoughts of death or suicide. If you have thoughts of harming yourself, seek immediate help from a crisis hotline or mental health professional. Depression is a serious condition, but it is treatable. With the right support, you can begin to heal and move forward. Grief is not just an emotional experience, it can also manifest physically. The intense stress of losing a child can wreak havoc on your body, leading to a range of physical symptoms, such as fatigue. You may feel constantly exhausted, even after a full night's sleep. Grief can deplete your energy reserves, leaving you feeling drained. Loss of appetite is another symptom. Food may lose its appeal, or you may feel physically unable to eat. This can lead to weight loss and nutritional deficiencies. Prolonged stress can also suppress your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness. You may experience somatic complaints such as physical aches and pains, headaches, muscle tension, digestive issues, or chest tightness. These physical symptoms are your body's way of responding to the emotional trauma of loss. It's important to listen to your body and give yourself permission to rest and recover. While infant loss is a tragedy for both parents, mothers often experience a unique and profound layer of grief. The bond between a mother and her child begins long before birth. During pregnancy, a mother's body undergoes significant physical and hormonal changes as she nurtures and carries her baby. This creates a deep connection that is both physical and emotional. When a baby dies during pregnancy or infancy, a mother not only grieves the loss of her child, but also the loss of the motherhood experience she had envisioned. She may grieve the missed milestones, the stolen moments, and the future that will never be. Society often fails to recognize the depth of a mother's grief after infant loss, particularly in cases of miscarriage or stillbirth. Well-meaning but insensitive comments can minimize her experience and leave her feeling isolated and misunderstood. It's crucial for mothers to know that their grief is valid and deserving of compassion. The love they feel for their child is real, and so is the pain of their loss.